Yo, salute, Lord Doc. Thank you for coming back. Yeah, I know I had some technical difficulties there. Uh, yeah, everyone who's out there, again, all the viewers that were in my previous chat that just got ended, that was on me. But I restarted the live because I owe it all to you guys. All of you guys that were in the chat, I apologize because that was on me. I'm using my phone, so and I hit the wrong button, but I owe it to you. That's why I had to restart this again.
What's up, brother? What's going on? Are you frozen? You went frozen for a second there.
All right. Yeah, no, it's
you were like this. You like went frozen.
yeah, no, it's my Wi-Fi. So
Yeah.
You,
It's all good. Yeah, it's all good.
Robert, what's happening, bro? Mike, what's happening, man?
Hey, what's up,
Hey,
Lord? What's up, brother?
hey, Lord Doc. Hey, Mike. Whoever else is in the chat. Again, like I said, I apologize. I ended it. That was my fault. But I owe it to you guys. That's why I had to restart this, and I didn't want to continue doing this in the back chat. So I owe it to all you guys. Yeah. So I just want again, hey, I'm Marley. It's good to see you. Thank you. I haven't seen you in a while.
Hey, Molly.
Look, I know many. There's differences. I know about all that, but I don't want to see all the arguing back and forth.
Yeah.
If there are specific questions to be addressed with you, Mike, or with anyone else, that's fine. I just wanted to be cordial. Like, okay, why are you going over here after you did this? I don't have a problem with anyone addressing any questions with you. I just don't want it to get going into a back and forth shouting match where I can't hear you. Let one person speak at a time, not this shouting back and forth.
All right, so I'm completely unbiased in this. I like Mike, I like Vic, I like all that. Mike, they're accusing you of going back on your vow after you swore on your son or child. I don't know how many children. This is just what I gather. Did you do it?
I did not, Lord. Did not.
He didn't do it. He didn't do it, he says.
I have not been back on that panel.
Good enough for me.
I have not, and you will not see me there. You will not.
That's what he says, guys, unless you guys have the receipts.
You heard that, right, Robert? You heard that.
I haven't.
I heard that. I heard it right now. I just heard that.
I'm just here to support you, Robert. That's all.
Was Robert? Me and Robert talked about this a couple days ago, and we actually went. We had a private. We're not going to talk about me and Robert's private conversation. I like Robert a lot. Robert's an intelligent guy. I appreciate his service. Doc, you served, right? Appreciate it.
I'm not a combat veteran, no.
It doesn't matter. You still went to boot
I
camp.
was in the army. I was in the army, but I didn't deploy. I'm not.
You were ready to go, but I didn't come on here to curse at anybody. I didn't come on here to disrespect anybody. So that's what I'm trying to say. But no, I have not gone back there. And I wish those people the best.
They'll just do that later.
They're just angry people that just like to bash on each other, and it's just bad energy. It's bad karma, and it's just I kind of like one night I found out that they were actually playing with me. So I said to myself, I'm not going to participate anymore. That's it. That's all.
There you
I
go.
haven't been back. That's it. I made the decision to say I'm not going to participate. That's all.
If you don't
I'm
mind
not
me
gonna-
asking, Mike, how were they playing with you? If you don't mind me just making you the butt of jokes and shit like that, was that what they were doing?
Not the butt of jokes, but they were the ones making all the sock accounts, making fun of me in the chat. I found out
Oh,
that
no
was
shit.
actually them. Yeah, that was actually them to boost their views and their people in the room, you know? So if it's someone coming from the outside, like if you're my friend, so like say, Lord, you're my friend, right? And
Yeah.
there's people bashing me in your chat and I'm on your panel, you invite me on your panel. And you know, I'm not asking you to stick up for me, but if you're the one making the stuff, that's not a friend.
Yeah, no,
That's
I agree.
You know, and you know who we're talking about. We don't have to say his name. We know who we're talking about. And it's like I at one point was like, I just don't want to be a part of that anymore. That's it. That's all. That's all it is. Don't want to be a part of that anymore.
And that's understandable, you know. I respect that. And look, you know, whatever else is going on, like, you know, and we hold you accountable as well, you know, for being
Sure.
true man to your word, you know, being a true man to your word that you're not going to go over there anymore. And you know, and that's and that's how it should be, you know. Okay, from here on, you know, we shouldn't see you and that other individuals, you know, or anywhere else. And you know, and anything of that nature. Like I said, I'm not gonna make accusations or anything like that. But that from today, though, like you just mentioned to all of us here, that you have not been over there anymore,
I haven't.
or that you're not gonna go there anymore. So you know, I just don't want, and that's why I just don't want all this. You know, I wanted this to be somewhat clear with everyone. You know, because you know, I don't want that. That negative energy to come over here on my side, because usually what my topics are, you know, just general, any open topics, and it's not about what has been going on the past weeks, the past month or 2 months. You know, I'm here to talk about, you know, like me and Lord Doc always talk about as well, like the silver and gold and the markets and, you know, just general everyday random American family topics at home, you know, but butter and bread topics, you know, home kitchen table topics like that, you know. And I hope everyone can understand that and respect that where I come from as well, you know. And you know, and if someone does see you over there on another side, honestly, it's not gonna infuriate me. I go, well, you know, all it will do to me is like, well, I can never trust this guy again. That's all I can say. You know, I won't trust them ever again. And that's it. You know, if you're a man of your word, you say that I won't go over there anymore. And simple as that. You know, that's you give me your word and that's it.
Robert, I got a question for you, bro. You watch Zell, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so haven't you seen him on her panel bashing the fuck out of me?
I don't go on her every time. I went yesterday though. The one I went yesterday. I know she does. I know she does mention that, you know, you a lot, because especially with the picture that you posted about her. I never seen that picture. Yeah,
she's a piece of shit. She
All right,
went and told everybody I take Suboxone.
Negative again.
Yeah.
No, we're not going negative, Mike. It's facts, bro. It's just facts.
She's a human being, and we shouldn't judge her on what she's doing in her life. We shouldn't judge her.
Well, when she's got my name in her mouth, I'm going to judge her.
I go on there because I enjoy talking to her. She seems like a nice person. Whatever in her personal life is going on has nothing to do with us. That has nothing to do with us.
Well, I mean, I understand. I beg to differ, Mike. When she puts it on YouTube, though, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that opens it up to
You don't understand that, Doc.
That opens it up.
Thank you, Marley. Thank you.
And I don't care what anybody says. Not judging nothing, dude. Zell looks pretty fucked up for what she's doing right now. It's just in my opinion.
Yeah,
in everybody's opinion.
I could concur with that. You know, there should be a better way to address that on her end. You know, she should herself look at that, and she's welcome to come here, and, you know, and I invite her with open arms, you know, to come to try to address this, to rectify this matter, you know.
She won't come here. She just
I-
tagged
I-
me in a filthy post
Oh, I didn't even.
for
I
me to
haven't
go
even
buy
looked at
her
that.
husband cigarettes. Like what?
Oh.
Who does that?
Yeah, that's crazy. She's doing too much. That's way too much, man.
Yeah. I just
And
When
this
people
guy
are having
sits
like-
right next to her, like he's sitting next to you, and listens to
I
that
don't
shit
know. I
and
don't know.
concurs with it
That dynamic to
and
me
agrees
is so
with it.
I've never seen a dynamic like that on YouTube. I've never seen anything like that. So I don't know what to make of it. I don't know if it's real or if it's fake or it's acting. I don't know what it is, but all I know is this. The veracity that they have against each other and they live together, it can't all be real. It can't.
Yeah, I
you can't-
kind of agree with Mike
Oh,
here. I
it's
kind of
real.
agree with Mike. Robert, you
No,
got
it's
angry vet in the
friggin'
back,
real.
bro.
Oh, he
It's
is.
real.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Doc, you know what I'm saying, man? Doc, it can't all be
The
real.
only
bro.
thing that's not real is all the
No way.
lies she spews about me. I'm this
But it could,
horrible father. and
it could all be an act, is what I'm trying to say. It could all be an act. I don't
For
know. I
what?
don't know them. I've
I
never
thought
met
about that, though. I thought about that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I know it
throw your
seems
boyfriend
crazy.
throw your boyfriend under the bus is all an act.
I
That's
know,
pretty
Vic.
sad.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Nah, it's
fucking
wicked
sad,
fucked up.
man.
Yeah,
There could
no,
be-
that is.
There could be mental health issues going on. Who knows? I mean, we don't know these people. We don't know them. I mean, who knows?
I know.
You
him.
know, so
I met him in
I
real
just
life.
if I go on there, I just talk to them about. We talk about cooking. We talk about
Right.
the world. I don't
Right,
get
I
into
really-
those negative topics. Whatever's going
Yeah,
on in their
I-
personal life is their personal life. I don't want to get in the middle of it. I don't want to speculate on it. It's got nothing to do with us. You know.
But you get in the middle of it, Mike, when you're on her panel. Don't you
When I was on the
understand that?
panel, I actually said, and Robert was there, I wish you the best for you and your family. That's all I kept saying. It's none of my business. I wish you the best for you and your family. That's what I said. That's what I said. I mean, I didn't bash anybody. I didn't bash Nunzio. I like Nunzio. I think he's a funny guy.
You
I
bashed
like
me. You bashed me. Go look. Go watch it. Go watch it.
I joke with you.
No, that's
It's
not
jokes.
joking, Mike.
Jokes.
That's not joking.
I didn't
It's not
disrespect. I
joking,
said,
bro.
my cash out.
Whatever,
it's
man.
a joke. It's a joke.
Oh,
And then
anybody
you
can
joke
go
with
watch
that.
it for themselves.
Then you joke. Vic, stop going negative, bro. If you're here
I
just
don't
to be
fucking
negative,
joke.
it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
I don't joke, bro. I
I'm
don't
not
joke
the one-
about
I'm not
certain
the one
shit.
calling you emaciated. I'm not the one making fun of your looks. I'm not the one saying.
Yeah, you are.
garbage.
All
I'm
right.
not.
Yeah.
That's
All
the
right,
other
yeah.
channel.
All right.
I don't go there. I don't go there anymore.
Yeah.
I don't participate.
Yeah.
there.
Let's
Digress,
let's just
man. I
kind
digress.
yeah, let's just
So,
Yeah,
Vic,
let's
I'm
just-
not going
let's
to engage in
address that topic.
negativity. I'm not
Yeah,
going to do it.
yeah, Mike. Let's just let's
Yeah.
just already fix this. You know, let's
Yeah.
just deviate from that already. Because I want to get on to just regular topics like
Let me
angry
ask
vet.
you- Let me
we
ask
were
you guys
talking
this, and if you don't want to talk about this, you don't have to. What do you think is going on with freaking China, man? What the heck are they doing? Like, I wanted to ask veterans about this. Like, with them,
Yeah.
like, you see, like, 140 feet in front of a warship. They're flying next to spy planes. I mean, I don't know what the heck, man. I'm worried.
We're going to war. That's what it is. War.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. They're instigating. They're pushing us to the limit. Yeah, they're pushing.
They've already
they're
got
pushing
it. They've already got it in motion, dude. They already said we're going to be at war with China by 2025. That was senior Pentagon officials saying that, dude. This has been coming for years.
And I'm not asking.
decades, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not asking your political beliefs, but I just think we have the weakest president I've ever seen. Like on
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
I'm not
and those
getting
are
into
those are facts. It's not. Yeah, and, you know, and yeah, we're not asking about political beliefs. Those are it's evident. Those are facts right there. Yeah, you even ask people. I know people still in the military. Oh, they're already E9 already, Sergeant Major, the highest in the Marine Corps, they enlisted. But
Command
anyone-
Sergeant Major.
Yeah.
Oh
yep.
man, I had a neighbor that was a sergeant major years ago. Coolest guy ever, and his wife was a lieutenant. So so his wife technically outranked him. So, but he was this
Dude, a
big-
sergeant major has more pull than a fucking colonel,
no doubt,
dude.
no doubt. It's like a chief smacking a lieutenant on the ship. It's the same thing, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like, but he's this big, huge sergeant major. He's got his little lieutenant wife, and he has to salute her. So it doesn't make any sense. You know?
Thank you, Vic, for stopping by. Yeah, don't worry. You know, peace also and blessings. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Salute,
funny,
Vic.
though. The way it works, it's really funny. But no, sergeant major, that is, man, that's a very respected position. Super. So
Yeah,
is a
it
master
is.
sergeant. Master sergeant in the army is, if you're a master sergeant, whew, I mean, you're
Nah,
no
you
joke.
need that first sergeant diamond, dude. Master sergeant's like,
The
yeah.
diamond,
Once you get the diamond, yeah, now you fucking.
Yeah.
or with the Marine Corps, the bursting bomb, the master gunnery sergeant, the bursting bomb in the middle.
What's that? Is that like the 8 up and 8 down or some shit like that? It's like a shitload of. Is it like
Yeah,
4 up and 4 down or
the
something?
the four down, but in the middle is the bursting bomb. Yeah.
Well, I know your gunnery sergeant is the same as platoon sergeant or sergeant first class. That's our equivalent of the E7.
Yeah, it's the
E7,
E7. Yeah.
My son's mother's father was a command master chief, and that's hard to get a command master chief in the Navy. He did almost 30 years. 30 years in the Navy, command master chief. They kept trying to get him to go officer, and he's like, "No, I'll stay as command master chief. I'm not switching over." And but they were trying to get him to go through the whole thing. Like 27 years in, they're like, "Oh, go through this. You become an officer." He's like, "No, I'm good. I'll stay where I'm at." And then
Nobody really wants to be an officer in the Navy. I can tell you that right now.
No.
Christ, as an E4, I had more fucking pull than the brand new ensign that came on the fucking ship. Like,
Dude, we used to fuck with our butter bars. That's what we'd call our second lieutenant.
Jesus.
We'd fuck with our butter bars like crazy, dude.
And just a second. Hey, everyone in the chat, I just wanted to address you guys as well. I haven't forgotten about you guys. Thank you all for stopping by in here. I just want you to know, in my panel, I hear about positive vibes. Unfortunately, there's some issues I wanted to get addressed previously. So, everyone in here, is welcome. I'm not gonna ban someone unless it was a major thing. Then okay, but I'm not gonna time you out. Whatever, everyone's welcome. Your haters, trolls, whatever. I don't care unless it's something again major, whatever. But I'm usually here about positive stuff, and like me and Lord Doc always talk about silver and gold, and the markets and economy and stuff, and Angry Vet and I will talk about military stuff. Even with Mike, we always have different conversations about stuff. So I don't have an issue with anyone else. All the stuff that's happened in the past, I guess, like I said, a lot of it, some of it I've heard about it, but some of it I do not know. I just want people to hear this coming from me directly, so there's no hearsay. I've seen some of the stuff that I heard, regarding Mike, and then Mike saying this also. So, I want this to be let out now. That way, later on, it's not like, well, he said that, and we remember on this panel. So that's why I want, you as well, Mike, like you said, have you mentioned you're not going back to this panel, or you swore on your son and all this stuff. If we hold you accountable also for that, for your word, being a man of your word, and we hold you accountable for that, and and if someone else sees you, then like I said, we're not gonna. I can't take your word anymore. You lose your trust and confidence, and I just want you to let that know that's coming from me. I'm not speaking for anyone else. It's just coming from me.
I never knew.
Others already have made their decisions from all other venues, so they already have their opinions and already made their decisions on you. So, but this is coming from me, what I just mentioned right here. So,
Bottom line is, Rob, this is your channel. You run it the way you want to run it, and fuck everybody else. That's how I see it.
I appreciate that, Angry Vet. I appreciate you having my back like that. Yeah, I appreciate that very much. And I know, like Lord Doctor, he's a he's a real big supporter of me, and I am as well with him, vice versa. And so is Quick Vic. There was just some little discrepancies and little matters that there's some. How would you say this? I guess
Vic don't like Mike. Is pretty much what it is.
yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Clearly.
There you go. Say it bluntly like that. Yeah. So I just wanted some of that to get kind of cleared up right here. But I know there's still that tension and the stuff that not quite there. But I just wanted everyone here in the panel to hear everyone say this. So, but other than that, we're all here, and thank you, Marley. Much respect also to you. And so I'm usually here. I want us to always have these good conversations on whatever's going on in the world, whether it's like Angry Vet sharing that video about that veteran, and all these topics that are going on that are relevant what's going on in the world. Very relevant. And because it affects us as veterans, or even just as American citizens, people living in the U.S. There's things that are happening, and and we want to help each other out, and we're here for that. And I appreciate everyone listening in the chat. I appreciate you being here and listening, and much respect to all of you in the chat. I appreciate it, and just let you all know that again, I'm not here for a drama channel or anything like that. But there's some stuff that had to get addressed earlier, so appreciate you all.
How do I see the chat and be on the panel at the same time? I have no idea how to do that.
You go down, you hit chat, and you go to comments.
Yeah, on the YouTube, you're on the.
So you have your row on the bottom, right? You have your row on the bottom where it says mic, cam, chat, more, leave. Do you have that down there? I think he might have dropped off.
Yeah.
Probably hit leave.
Thank you.
Accident. No, but
thank you.
Is,
thank you. Just a second, Mike. Thank you, Vic. I appreciate that. I have a lot of respect for you as well. I know there's things in the past, though, like I said, and we're just trying to get this stuff addressed. But I appreciate you still. I have respect for you too. Nothing's gonna change. Nothing. I know there's those discrepancies that need to get addressed. And but again, I know we're all here for each other. We're trying to just avoid that confrontation back and forth, and I know others have already made their decisions with you personally, Mike. It's already a done deal, the opinions and the decisions. So others, let it be. I can't speak for anyone else, and I'm not going to try to change their decision and anything like that. So I just let it be on whoever's in, and that's their right. They have their right to have their opinions, and and I respect their opinions. I'm not gonna change them or anything like that.
I don't dislike Vic. I wish him the best life. And that's the thing, is that you can switch narratives. You can forgive people for things that happened in the past, and you can start anew again. But I mean, if they have hate in their heart, then they can't do it. I mean, this is YouTube. We've never met personal. We've never had a fist fight. We never hurt each other's personal careers. So just let it go and start over. That's it. That's all it is. This is YouTube. This is just words. It's all it is. So, But the thing is, all jokes aside, I did not go back. Now, I was on Zell's panel with you, and then you weren't there, but the other guy jumped up, and he's talking, but I wasn't addressing him. I wasn't even talking to him. And then he made the comment, "I don't trust you. You're not welcome back." I said, "Sounds good to me. Okay. That's fine with me." But there's a lot of people that will go in these chats with fake accounts with your name, and then they'll try to claim that you were there. I was never there. I don't want to even watch it. It's like watching a dumpster fire. I don't want to watch that. So like I said, I'm a man of my word. If I'm done with something, it's like a relationship. When you're done with it, you just walk away. You just walk away, and that's it. That's all.
Well, for what it's worth, man, I believe you, Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, Tommy Guns. Hey, welcome, Tommy Guns. Salute.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah.
No, you're good, Doc. I walked away. I said, you know what? I don't like the vibe. I don't like the feeling I get when I get there. I don't like the constant disgusting comments to people. And I'm like, I'm good. I'm done. I'm moving on. That's it. That's all. And I didn't wish him harm. I don't wish him a bad life. You just remove yourself from the situation. That's it. That's all you do. That's all you do.
I like
And
to
that's
watch
the-
dumpster fires.
You know, sometimes, yeah, but when you're involved in it, when you're in the middle of it, it's like, ugh, you know, you want to get yourself out of it.
Oh no,
You
I like
know?
to sit back and watch and see what people say and stuff like that. I learn a lot. I learn a lot by watching dumpster fires.
You're right,
Yeah,
but
no.
brother, if they're the one pulling you into the fire, they're actually pulling you into it. You want to get away from it. You know, it's different watching it and being involved in it. That's the total difference.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
one of the
do.
reasons why I got off of fucking Facebook. That's
Yeah.
main
Yeah.
reason.
Right.
And
Well,
you
then
know,
they lie. That's why when Robert started the other one, he's like, this guy called him saying he's supporting chomos and shit like that. Totally false, made up shit, but they do shit like that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Frauditor Troll had a special guest on one of his panels once. I watched it, and it was it was the CW03, and he wrote me a bunch of nasty emails and shit like that, and I just ignored it. And then somebody put me onto this Frauditor Troll channel, said, "Hey man, they're talking about you." So I went over there and I watched it, and this fucking cocksucker said all kind of shit that I was never in the military, and that if I was a private contractor working on an army base cooking for civilians or some dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything. I just fucking I sent it to fucking Dave, and I was like, "Hey, I don't know how to mirror shit. I don't know how to record shit." I said, "Record this for me because I'm gonna need it later." And then like a week later, the dude fucking, I think his name's Andrew Bell, if I'm not mistaken. And like a week later, he sends me another email saying, "Hey, look, I'm sorry, about saying that you weren't in theater. But I did some research, and the dates match from when you say you were here and you were there, and blah blah blah. And don't tell anybody, but I wrote out he tells me he wrote out a med board for 2 years at the end of his enlistment to get his fucking retirement." And I said, "You know what, motherfucker?" I said, you owe me a public apology because, people are fucking slamming me left and right. They're telling me that I have stolen fucking valor, and I take that shit fucking seriously.
Oh man, dude.
Yeah.
I do too.
And I was floored. Like, it literally set me, because I was already in a dark place already in my fucking head, and it just kind of like, triggered me even worse than I already was. And a couple of my buddies called me up and pulled me out of the darkness, but it was just fucking retarded the way it all went down. And I still don't really know what to say about it, but I got his ass. It's not going to happen soon, but I'm going to have to find the little Canadian prick that did it. But I do have Andrew's name, and for someone who calls himself a fucking vet, especially a CWO, of all people, he went through the fucking rank. He was enlisted. You know what I mean?
Officer?
Yeah, he says he's a CW03.
We used to call them wobbly ones.
Yeah. And I was like, for this cat to fucking just go off the fucking handle on a troll channel and fucking say all this bullshit, it was a little disconcerting. And then on top of it, to basically admit that he didn't do the research before he fucking did that.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? You
Yes,
know?
It's like right there, what Samson I just put highlighted, stolen valor should be a felony. I believe it is because you're.
It is if they make money off it. It is
Yeah.
if they make money off it. Like if they
You're-
pretend to be and you donate and shit like that because they're a veteran, it turns out they're not, then it is a felony.
Yeah, you're impersonating a veteran. You know.
Yep.
Here's the
And now I
here's
just
the-
tell people every time I see a comment now, I just fucking tell them, I say, well, you know what? You should report me to the FBI. That's all I fucking say. And then I just leave it at that.
This is the two laws.
Funny how the FBI has never been to the house yet to fucking lock me up, you know?
The only way you can go to prison or be charged with a felony is if you're making money pretending to be a veteran. You're actually getting funds. You're like people are donating to you and you're making believe you're a veteran. But the last time I checked, if you are even in public as an officer, with an officer's uniform, that's a felony. An officer. But you can walk around with a sergeant's uniform and you can just walk the streets and go to Walmart. You can do whatever you want. It's not against the law. But if you are getting money and making believe you're a veteran, then
Yeah, if you gain
that's-
monetarily, then it's a felony.
I think that law needs to be fucking changed.
It should,
Because
it
I'll
should.
be goddamn if I want somebody out there
Hold on.
fucking wearing a uniform that they didn't
Hold on.
fucking deserve to wear.
Give me 1 second because right here I want to address this one real quick. What Mr. Silly Wabbit just put. I want to read this one real quick. I had to unsubscribe. I can't support anyone who gives that idiot, meaning Mike, a platform. Sorry, Robert. First of all, Silly Wabbit, hey, you know, that's fine. I go, you have every right to do that. You know, no one's forcing you to come here, subscribe, or anything like that. But I wish you the best in your, you know, your channel and, you know, in your future endeavors as well. But, you know, it's unfortunate though that, you know, it has to be like that, that you as an adult cannot, you know, at least be cordial to, you know, resolve this matter cordially with, you know, with Mr. Mike. You know, yeah, I know you guys have major differences, but, you know, if you can't, as an adult, you know, can't come to a consensus, at least to resolve something, you know, then that's unfortunate though, as an adult, you know. I mean, I could see if they were teenagers and early 20s like that, you know, arguing, fighting, but as an adult, you know, we're all civil here. You know, if I had a problem with Mike or Lord Doc, I would confront them, you know, hey, probably in private though, to talk about this and, you know, but it's just unfortunate though that, you know, but again,
It's not unfortunate. It's not unfortunate. The name suits the name suits them well, and it's like unfriending somebody on Facebook because they're friends with somebody else. That's just fucking retarded.
No, but he's a good guy. He's a good guy, but in the future, if anybody wants to unsub, you guys can do it quietly. You know, you no need to announce it.
Yeah, no,
you know,
but that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. You're right. You're right, Angry Bit. You know, it's not an unfortunate, but I just said it like that. But I go, hey, you know, he has every right to. But you know, hey, you know, it's just, you know. But I wish you the best of luck on your panel. You know, I never have anything negative to say about you, but you know, you have every right to do that. You know, there's nothing holding you. There's no law. Hey, that's why we live in America. So
actions speak louder than words.
I think if somebody's gonna unsub though, then they can do it quietly. You know, no need to announce it. You know, if you're displeased with something, then you can just do it. You know, you don't want to start drawing people to that. You know, we're not trying to kill Robert's channel here.
That's what he's trying to do. Yeah, he's trying to hurt you. And the thing is that when he came up, he was cursing at me. I was still polite. I was like, you know, I got no problem with you. There's no reason to come up and curse. There's no reason for that. And he just kept cursing, and I'm like, okay. So it just shows someone that might be somebody that you don't want in your channel, because you know that's not.
I also like what Jonathan Mazzilli, Liberty or Death, put. He goes, my personal policy is if you're going to hit the king, you better kill the king. Meaning, if you don't have proof, don't make accusations. And I think that's true. If you don't have proof, hey, then that's why I said the other day. I think when I was on Zell's panel, I even said, I go, look, I told her, I said, look, if I don't have facts presented to me, like looking at a document or a video or something, I don't go off of hearsay. You know, I like to see facts. But even if I did see facts or something, I'm not gonna get infuriated over something. I go, okay, well, let me address this first with whoever this individual is, and let's try to find out what the deal is going on here. Sure. You know, you see me how I am, right? This is how I've always been. And hi, Grumpy Drunk, thank you for coming in. Yeah, no, and you know, I've always been like this. I've never gotten like insanely like infuriated about nothing. But you know, everyone has different personalities, and you know, and I don't have an issue with that. It's just that the fact that someone, you know, does that can at least engage with you civilly. You know, like Lord Dog. You know, Lord Dog. He goes, yeah, you know, he was engaging with you civilly, and you know, but you know, he might disagree.
Let me tell you something, though, Robert.
He might disagree with you on some things or have some issue, but at least look, you guys are still communicating. You know.
Well, let me tell you something, man. You're gonna start seeing, and I'm not saying from anybody in particular, but we are in the end times here, and you're seeing it. Society's degrading. You're gonna see a lot of people accusing people of shit. They're trying to point fingers at people, trying to persecute thy fellow man. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see all this shit. It's like we're seeing it all over the place. Look at all the cities are degraded. You know, they're trying to convince you that men are women and women are men and you got to accept it and all that other. You got to go against everything you know is right. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, then you're cast out. You labeled all this different shit. You got to really be prepared. But now's the time also. You need to stand strong in the face of fucking the false accusations, the shit that they're trying to tell you is wrong and you know to be wrong. You know, you got to stay true to that shit. It'll pay off in the end.
Yeah, no, I agree. Those are facts.
Do you gentlemen know I don't watch the news anymore? I don't. Because every time I watch the news, it's pure hatred. It is. Yeah, it is, Mike. I just like to. I do every now and then, but just certain things because I still like to keep up with like, some current events. And it is. I just hate to. I just hate to though because. But I just like to see though like. I go, how sick though our society is turning, how denigrating our society is, especially like Lord Locke was saying, it's true. Like in our school systems and these stores, all the woke, all that stuff. Our military in particular is doing all this stuff. I go, come on, man. That's not how our country, you know, our grown-ups and, you know, and kids growing up these days in schools and, you know, our military in particular. The only person that can judge anyone is God himself. And but would you ever think, both of you gentlemen, would you ever think you would see drag shows in elementary schools?
Oh, absolutely not. They're trying to bring that shit here to there's a big town up in northern New Hampshire. They're trying to bring that shit to the library there. Not this Saturday, I believe it's the 23rd. Yeah, so we're all going to go there and fill up all the rows of the seats so no kids can get in. But yeah, man, I'll let you guys know how that turns out.
And that's crazy. I'll be straight with you. If that's the way, if somebody wants to live their life that way, I can't. Yeah. I cannot judge them if that's what they want to live. If that's how an adult wants to live their adult life.
Yeah, but Mike, you can't give me a good goddamn reason why these grown men are coming to fucking try to groom children, man. Like, that is unacceptable. Fuck their life and how they want to live.
Doc, check it out. If they want to live their life that way, stay away from my kids.
Yeah.
Stay away from anybody under 18. Stay away.
Yeah, but they're not. They're demanding access to your children. They're demanding it, dude. These groups were always there. Nobody bothered them. They wanted more and more and more. They want to be in the classrooms. They want to reach your children, dude. They're making whole clothing lines, marketing for your children, dude. Marketing for your children. You know what this shit says on it? Satan accepts pronouns. Satan, like right on. This is for kids to wear. I never thought I'd see that fucking day, let alone this shit. Rabito, salute.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, me neither.
It's mental illness. That's all it is. It's mental illness. These people are mentally sick. There's something, either they had trauma as a child, or maybe they were molested, or they're devil worshippers. I don't know what they
Yeah,
are.
it's evil. It's evil, Mike. Yeah, that's what it is. They know exactly what they're doing. They're coherent, competent. They are putting a plan into action. And they said it was going to be like this. The Bible told us this. Revelations, all this shit. Man will dance, cummerbund to cummerbund, and all that other shit, dude. Like, this is like foreseen. And it's crazy because when you step back and look, you're like, holy fuck.
It's Sodom and Gomorrah. It's Sodom and Gomorrah, bro, all over again. All it is, all over again. And God's going to burn the world down. He's going to restart this world again, because the world's becoming, you know, us believers, we're going to ascend. But like this world, man, it's terrible. I mean, it is. Yo, man, you go anywhere and people are like pissy and they're angry and they're fighting each other, and you know, they're looting stores, and they're just, no one wants to work, and it's just like we've become a dreg society. Dregs as in no one gives a crap anymore. The world, listen, I'm not mentally ill. I'm very even keeled, but in my biblical mind, believing in God, the world is ending. Like we're getting close. That's just what I believe because of the Bible. That's reading the Bible, Revelations. Right. That's what I believe. I don't believe that
amateur aquatic addiction. Good to see you.
I'm not crazy. I don't want to harm anybody. I don't think I'm Jesus. I don't think all I'm trying to say is, as I read my Bible and as I go to Bible study every Thursday, you know, I'm very close with my sermon. You know, I'm very religious. I wear my cross everywhere. And I just feel that, you know, society is eroding. It's eroding away.
It is. Yeah, you see it. It is. You see it all over the place. What's going on right now, you know?
It's eroding. And it actually does. I don't give a shit. I'm a tough guy, but I will tear up. Sometimes I will tear up thinking about people that are suffering because people don't give a crap anymore about each other. There's people out there suffering, starving to death. You know, we should be helping each other. We should be loving each other. And all we do is want to hurt each other. And that's a lot of this YouTube stuff, you know? Like there's people bashing on each other for no reason. Like, in other words, you don't even know me and you're calling me horrible things and you don't even know me. Does that make you feel better in your horrible life? Is that really what it boils down to, guys? Because I think that's what it is, because they want to bash on you because they feel terrible about themselves. And that's why I don't want to be a part of that. Those crappy communities, I don't want to be a part of that anymore, guys. I just don't. And if I become boring, so be it. But at least I go to sleep happy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, but
no, I agree.
Doc's a smart guy. He knows exactly. Me and Doc have the same beliefs, and you know, it's really getting close. I mean, China just is taunting us and taunting us and taunting us, and it's gonna take one ship collision or one missile hit one of our ships or planes, and it's going to be World War III. That's it. That's what's going to happen. You know, and we're not talking about Omaha Beach where, you know, we'll be able to rebuild. Like this time around, brother, we're going to be gone. We're going to be vaporized this time around. You know, and that's what makes me scared. Really makes me scared, bro.
Yeah, no, it is. I agree with that. You know, and this is a time where we should all become united. You know, it's just, I know some people can't comprehend these matters. You know, it's just like, you know, come on, man. You know, these times, right? The times that we're in right now, it's just, you know, it's just sickening though to see what's going on, especially with our young kids. You know, and my nephews and stuff, they're growing up, going through 3rd, 4th grade. And I'm curious, you know, my other brother has his kids going to private schools or homeschooling. And I commend that. My sister, of course, obviously can't do that. She don't have time or she's working and it's too expensive. But I'm always looking at the school. I'm like, what are you guys learning? I call back and check, look at their agendas and stuff, because I go, man, don't if they're teaching you this crap, I go, no, hell no. I go that I ain't gonna tolerate that, even though he's not my kid, but he's my nephew. He's still family. I'll fight for whatever it is. I'll go to the school myself if I was home. Back in the U.S.
I'm very close. I'm very close with my kids. I'm very close with my nieces and nephews, and we're all very heavily Christian. And I don't mock anyone's religion. You could be a Muslim. You could be a Buddhist. You could be any religion you want. As long as you believe in higher power, I have respect for you. I have a respect for you.
Exactly.
And that's what God is basically. You submit to your Father. You submit, and once you submit, you follow His rules. You live your life a better way. And it just seems like the world now is like lawless. People don't care. I'll do whatever I want. I'll dress like a woman. I'll go out and I'll punch people on the street. I'll loot the 7-Eleven. They're closing Walmarts.
It's worse than that, dude. These people get in groups and they say, fuck God, dude. They say, fuck Jesus, dude. They say all that shit, dude. They're blasphemous, like right there. While they're trying to promote this deranged shit, dude, they openly embrace Satan, dude. Like, this is not a game, dude. The devil's real. People don't understand that. People think this is just something that was said. The devil's real. God's real. And that's a fact.
Yeah. No, I've seen those groups, Lord Doug. I've seen a group of people in California, out of all places, a small group in, I forgot what city. I think it was in LA. I don't know if it was like Inglewood or somewhere. There was a small group that were out there speaking the words of Satan. I forget. I don't know the words, but they were saying something. But it was Satanist, like you were saying blasphemy. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, my goodness, man. It's just like you said, the society. Yeah, we are gonna pay a price for this. It ain't. We are. It's just a matter of time when the time comes when the great Lord just decides that enough's enough.
Well, that's going to be the Great War, China. That's the 200 million man army, dude. That's going to be and that's happening. It's already set in motion. But the thing is, right? You can do a little experiment. Everybody in the chat, whatever. You take a Bible, go down to just out in public. You start reading that fucking thing. Within like an hour, you're going to have all these fucking pro-choice assholes, whatever the fuck, circling you, talking all sorts of shit to you, screaming at you. You can see some of these videos, dude. It's pretty disturbing. This guy walked into a thing. All he said was, kids can't consent to gender surgeries. They surrounded him, dude. They attacked him. They hit him. The cops did nothing to protect this fucking guy. Yeah, it was crazy, man.
Hey, Yoli, good to see you. What is Samsonite said here? The problem is, Doug, that man want facts in ways that when they come, well, it is too late. Yeah. So.
What if you don't believe in God?
Then I mean that's your choice, but that all gets sorted out in the end. I mean, I don't judge anybody that doesn't, but I mean, it's just know what you're in for.
No.
But even if you don't believe in God, you still know that a man trying to be a woman is wrong. You know that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? No surgery in the world is gonna make that happen for that person. And you know that it's especially wrong to do that to children who still believe in the Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus, all that other shit. They can't possibly understand or fathom what that kind of a thing would mean. You know what I'm saying?
I believe it's wrong to indoctrinate the children like that, but a grown-ass adult doing whatever the fuck they want to do, however they want to fucking do it. I mean, we're doing whatever the fuck we want to do, right? Are we not doing what we want to do?
Right, and that's what hey, look, I wouldn't advise it, but yeah, if that's what they want to do. But the problem is what they're wanting to do now is get into the schools, talk to your children. That's where we're drawing the fucking line. Because let's face it, these people been along around forever. Everybody knows. They always was that CD club somewhere where they all went, hung out, did God knows what, right? Everybody knew it was there, but nobody bothered them. Nobody was out with the pitchforks to go and get them. Not until this new shit now. You know, the children, a 12-year-old girl shouldn't be having a double mastectomy in this fucking country because she's trying to be a boy. That should not happen. There should be no such thing as a transgender child. I'm sorry, dude.
Right. No, I agree with you, Doc.
I agree. Leave the kids out of it, and the parents are fucking morons for letting it happen. But as far as adults are concerned, you know, let them do whatever they want to do. They want to marry each other. I mean, my son's gay.
That's what I said. That's what I said earlier, brother.
I don't have
said,
a problem.
if you're over 18, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. That's your life to live. That's it.
Make that decision.
But don't try to indoctrinate a small child whose brain is not developed yet. That's
Right.
That's the whole thing. They're trying to indoctrinate their views into a child who may not even want to be that way, but they're trying
Right.
to almost make them be that way. But anybody that's 18 and over, listen, live your best life. Go for it.
Right, but that's kind of doing them a disservice, Mike, because, you know, by them doing that, they're damning themselves to an eternity of hell. I mean, and what Jonathan said was have faith. Well, if you have faith, I mean, that you can't be both. You can't be both. You can't go against what the Bible says and then expect to find salvation.
I agree.
Like, okay, this is what this is where I don't understand any of that, because I was raised Roman Catholic, strict Roman Catholic, Italian family. Yeah, I was adopted. Maybe that's why I was the black sheep. And I noticed a long time ago that that's a fucking scam. Like, I mean, they're probably one of the most richest organizations in the world.
Yeah.
And they didn't fucking get that rich by fucking being genuine.
Oh, of course not, dude. Organized religion, dude. The popes, the Catholic popes throughout history were some of the most evil men. Some of them were even thought to be the Antichrist. So, yeah, of course. They have a lot of paganistic symbolisms, mannerisms, and a lot of their ceremonies and shit. Shit's crazy. But, I mean, just outside of that alone, if you follow the Bible, you will be in good hands. You don't need to go to this fancy place and give all this money and all that other shit to accept Jesus Christ, accept the Lord, all that shit, dude. You don't need to fucking do all that. Just because some prick running around with all this cash telling you to do this, he's probably more evil than any of them.
But the Bible is a book. It's a fucking book. Do you follow every damn book that you read?
It's an interpretation of God's word.
It's more than a book.
Yeah. And you can believe whatever you want to believe. So I'm Sicilian, so I was baptized Roman Catholic, but I don't go to mass.
I'm surprised you tell people you're Sicilian.
I actually go, right. But I actually go to a Christian church. I consider myself more Christian, but because I believe in Jesus Christ and I believe in God, but I don't believe in Catholicism. I don't really like the way you can go murder 3 people, walk in and say 5 Hail Marys and 2 Our Fathers, and you're forgiven. Because that's not how God works. In my mind, that's not how God works.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to pay.
I'm Catholic, right? But I don't believe in the whole Catholic church, the whole Catholic Church and all that stuff. So I agree with that though. I don't believe in that stuff. But the interpretation of the book, I stand with with the word of God, and
we used to have a saying back in the day. It's Catholicism is a religion of convenience. Does that make sense to you? You can go out and do whatever. You can cheat on your wife. You can go beat up your neighbor. You can go stab somebody down the street. You go to church,
Yeah.
you say you're sorry, and all of a sudden it's all forgiven. No, God doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean,
Yeah.
so that's why the Catholic
Mhm.
Church is so rich, because they attract people that can do whatever they want in the world,
Right.
go say they're sorry, and then all of a sudden they're absolved. But sometimes you're not absolved. Sometimes you go before God, and you're not going up. You might be going down. I mean, so it depends on what you believe. But I'm gonna say this, because I've been talking a lot. But you believe whatever you want to believe, and whatever you believe, I'll respect. I'll respect what you believe, because I'm
Right.
not the one to tell you what to believe. That's all.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, exactly right. But yeah, no. I mean, it's good conversations and stuff. And everyone in the chat. Let me address them. Everyone again. Thank you all for stopping in. I appreciate everyone here in the chat. Yoli, good to see you in here. Jonathan and Samsonite. I appreciate all your words. What you guys have been posting. I've been reading them. But I wanted
I
to
can't
address you
post
guys.
anything. I'm struck down.
You struck down.
Huh?
Yeah, they gave me a strike. That's why I forgot to address Sam tonight. And they say they were trying to share my link. Yeah, not until this Tuesday coming up. They're gonna let me
It's
out of
just-
YouTube jail.
Because Doc is so rich, he throws all his gold and stuff,
Them
and precious metals, and
fucking
people got
assholes. Yeah, they fucking struck my ass.
people got pissed off because he's rich. Don't let Doc fool you. He's rich. Don't let him fool you.
Yeah, right. Far from rich.
He's sitting on like 1,000,000 ounces of silver. He has like a throne. He's like Xerxes in 300. He's like, you got like a gold throne that he sits on in the backyard. Nah, but all jokes.
I have a question, and I'm not trying to be an asshole.
Yeah, I
No.
wish, like,
No, go ahead. Yeah.
I understand that you guys have all these gripes about this and that, and God will set you free or whatever, will take care of it or whatever. But if God was so great, why is he letting all that shit happen? Why is he giving you these reasons to be pissed off?
Do you want the most simple answer?
yeah,
I
that's
would
the
love
devil
a
doing
simple
that.
answer.
And
We're
God
the
doesn't
only-
interfere after Sodom and Gomorrah. He said he would never interfere again.
We're the only creation that has free will. So it's up to us to carve our life. He doesn't step in. He lets you direct your own life.
He doesn't step in after he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. He saw the destruction and all the death and chaos that it caused, and he said he wouldn't interfere again.
Exactly. Because we have free will, brother. We have free will. So our life is what we have to make it. We're all born exactly the same. All four of us on this panel were born exactly the same, with the same. And it depends on what decisions that you make in your life that are going to take you to where you're going. Does everybody believe that?
Yeah, I do.
And if you make mistakes, you have to atone for your mistakes. It's called atonement. And that's the thing. I've made so many mistakes. I lost, the love of my life. I lost great opportunities. But at the end of the day, it's my fault. I did it.
Wait a minute. I mean, yeah, I can't go that far. Like I can't say that all of the bad shit that has happened to me in my adulthood has been through my mistakes. I can't say that. If I did that, I'd fucking end up a statistic.
Well, then maybe God's testing you for something else. I mean, who knows? It's up to you to find out.
Yeah.
Or you're being attacked by the devil or evil.
Yep. It's up to you to find out, brother. I don't care what you believe in. We're still all brothers and sisters. We came from one creation, but not trying to turn to a Bible channel, but I always ask myself, why does God let people suffer? Why? Why does he let people suffer? If that's probably what you're asking.
Kind of,
don't-
sort of, yeah. You know.
We don't know. We don't know what his plan is. We don't know what his plan is. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't think we're meant to know. All we're meant to do is believe and follow his commandments. That's just only what I believe. That's not your belief or anybody else. That's just what I choose to believe. And if you believe differently, brother, I don't disrespect you. Just you thinking about it, is teaching you what's going on. Like, how do I make sense of this?
Yeah, no, that's
Don't be so quick to give up on God, though, because don't forget the devil's job is to make us question everything.
yeah.
Everything.
And
He's to fool us. And it's been working largely. It's been working with a large amount of people.
Yep. Tabar said, read the book of Job in the Bible.
Yeah, the book of Job is amazing. Amazing. And John, book of John. John is amazing. If you read John was basically like Jesus's right hand. And then look,
Don't worry about it. What's going on?
Yeah. So no, man. Like I said, no one's telling you what to believe. You believe what you want to believe, and your life's going to take you in these different directions. All I know is, I'll talk backstage about this stuff, but my life has been saved, and I know it was from a higher power, whatever you want to call the higher power. I was saved. A couple of years ago, I had a heart attack, and I felt myself leaving. I felt it. I could feel it, and I begged to stay. And I went right back. And so, I mean, it could have been delusional. It could have been all in my mind. It could have been, the drugs they were giving me. It's just what I choose to believe. That's all.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Right.
I know you're living your best life, eating pizza on the bed with a cat, just chilling.
I tried to keep that up.
You're living your best life right now. You got the cat, you got pizza next to you, you got a little dipping sauce. You're living your best life.
Yeah, I could be living a little better if I had some weed right about now. But
listen.
Hey, Angry Vet, look, hey, like I always say, hey, it's a plant, right? God has it growing for a reason. It's a plant. I mean, it grows for a reason, right? It's natural, right?
Yeah.
It grows for God has it growing for a reason. It didn't just grow. It's not man-made. It's there for a reason. It grows for a reason.
Yep.
Well, it's to cure. It's to cure pain, to cure different kinds of things. I think the Native Americans. Was it Native Americans the first one to find it? I can't.
I believe so. I'm not sure for sure.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to apply, or I'm going to talk to the mental health doctor the next time I see her and see if I can maybe get my medical marijuana card.
Yeah. Hey, Angry Vet, you're out there in Colorado, right?
I'm in Maryland.
Oh, Maryland. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not too far. I'm in Virginia. I'm not too far from you.
Okay, whereabouts? I was stationed down in Portsmouth for a little while.
I'm in Virginia Beach.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was right around the corner.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people in Virginia Beach.
Were you at the shipyard or the hospital?
No, Portsmouth Coast Guard base.
Okay. All right. Yeah, right there. When you go over where they had that little rotunda, and it's all the way at the bottom.
Yeah. You go over the bridge. Well, you go through the tunnel, and then you kind of bust off to the right.
You go down
and go over the bridge.
Yeah. It's on the left. Yeah. I've been on that base many times. Yep. The Cutter Bear was there.
Yeah.
They had the little patrol boats there. Yeah. I had a really good friend that was Coast Guard, and then back in the day when I worked for the city, I would go there sometimes and do some stuff. But no, it's just, that's a great little base. It's hidden. It's right under the underpass. It's like a little cool side cut road. You go around the back, and boom, there's this and then those little patrol boats, those with the 50s on the back, those
the
things,
little rollovers,
Oh, they were badass. They were badass. I know exactly what you're talking about. Not off of Tire Neck Road.
I think that I can't remember the exact road,
Tire
but I
Neck
think
Road.
that's what it. I think that sounds familiar.
Yep. Tire Neck Road, man. That little hidden. That was a little convenience store in the corner. You go right down the street, you go left, and there's the Coast Guard base.
Uh-huh.
But no, it was awesome. That's a cool. And then right down the street is BASF, the chemical company.
Yes. Yes. We used to always go to the bar called the P Town Pub to P-Town Pub.
The P-Town
Pub. Yeah, freaking what, $1.50 like screwdrivers, you know.
Oh, it was crazy cheap back then. It was like it was nuts. You could get totally blitzed on $5.
Oh yeah. Oh no doubt. Little $1.25 screwdrivers. You drink 6 or 7 of them. You're like, because it was always Bowman's. It wasn't never. It was never. It's not. You're not getting Grey Goose. You're getting Bowman's vodka. And shitty, orange juice in the can. And you drink them, and you're like, this was a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where my headaches came from.
Oh yeah, man. And then right on the corner was the masonry. The Scottish Rite was over there, right around the corner. Because a lot of my family, they're Masons. But yeah, they had the big Scottish Rite masonry and stuff like that. But no, that's a cool little area right there in Portsmouth, right there in that little area. But that Coast Guard base was cool, man. And it was like hidden away, like you didn't know it was there. It was weird, really strange,
I got run out of Portsmouth. I had to sue the city of Portsmouth.
You got run out? They ran you out of town?
I got run out. They fucking, I couldn't live there anymore. I bought a house and everything there, and when I got out, because 9/11 happened, and I was ready to re-enlist and all, and 9/11 happened, and I'm like, you know what? I'm fucking bouncing, and I had already bought a house, and I was gonna stay there. But then some shit fucking popped off, and my girlfriend at the time, she said she wasn't paying any bills, and she said she was gonna fucking take everything out of the house, and I kind of believed her because all her friends were cops and firefighters and shit, and she had like her own business that did like all the uniform supplies and shit for police and firefighters and the state workers and stuff.
She worked for Guardian.
I called the commissioner and I was like, hey man, I said, I don't know what to fucking do, this crazy bitch. I want to kick her out, but I don't know what the legal ramifications are. And he's like, oh, don't worry about it. Just hang a no trespassing sign and change the locks. You'll be fine. And I was like, all right. So that's what I did. And I put all her shit in the garage.
Yeah.
She showed up with fucking 3 moving vans, 2 trailers, like 2 pickup trucks, and 3 or 4 off-duty cops. And they literally broke into my home and took fucking everything. Locked me up.
Dude, you should have recorded that shit.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, that would have.
I did. I had my buddy recorded the whole thing on one of those little VHC camcorder things. And that's how I got the civil suit done. I had to sue them, and they had to pay me money. But if I knew then what I know now, it would have been a lot more money that I would have gotten. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
In the area that's around the Coast Guard base is called Western Branch, and it's actually a very high-end neighborhood. And it's like really nice homes.
Yeah.
But like a couple miles down the road by High Street and London Boulevard.
Oh, that's horrible. That's a nasty area down there.
Ghetto. The highest amount of drug use in the entire Tidewater. Tidewater is 7 cities.
Yeah.
And it's just like shitholeville.
Yeah, nobody fucked around on nobody even drove through High Street, really. I had a house on a road called Hawthorne Lane. I can't remember what road that was off of, but it was in a decent neighborhood. And
City Park?
Huh?
Yeah,
City Park.
That's right. That's right, Tabar. Yeah, Tabar. I was reading what Tabar was saying. Yeah,
I think that was a City Park area. That's like a nice middle class neighborhood.
Yeah, it was definitely middle class, and it was it was all brick home rancher, 3,000 square foot. But I had the fucking money, you know. Like, what was I gonna do with the money? I said, fuck it, I'll be a homeowner. So I bought a house. I
My
was
best friend,
tired of fucking living in a goddamn apartment for
yeah.
with three other fucking guys. Fuck that.
The little COVIDs. What's up?
yeah, but no, parts
Yeah,
of Portsmouth, man, they're rough. Parts of Portsmouth are really beautiful. Other parts are really ranky, man. They're ranky, bro, ranky. But no, I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean, you're gonna have the good part of town, you're gonna have the bad part of town. But the part of town in Portsmouth, it's real bad, real bad.
Yeah, after I
And-
sued them, they started following me around, pulling me over, and then they just sit there for like 5 fucking minutes and then drive off. And I was like, okay,
So
I gotta
knew-
get the fuck out of here.
I'll say this. I'll say this very, very nonchalant, but I knew personally, because working with the city, I knew personally of a lieutenant and a sergeant on Portsmouth Police that were drug traffickers.
Oh yeah. Oh, I believe it.
But,
I
so
believe
they put it in. Who's
Yeah.
going to pull a cop car over? Nobody.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
And
they
then
had their whole families involved. Like
Yeah.
I knew 2 cops that had their wives as auxiliary police officers, and you know, like, and then their kids were like auxiliary fucking shit. It was crazy network.
Yeah, and then you get the freaking Portsmouth Sheriff's Department. It's
they're worse.
Sheriff Bill Watts, and he's
Oh.
like, and they're pulling people over. A sheriff is not supposed to pull anyone over.
Yeah.
In Virginia, a sheriff's not a police officer. Sheriff is a jailer. So you don't have.
okay.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be pulling people over, and they're giving people tickets. It's like, yo, what is this?
Oh, it was
up
fucking
here,
corrupt.
sheriffs are just like cops. Up
No,
here.
this place,
Thanks for
Portsmouth
stopping in,
was probably the most corrupt fucking town I've ever fucking dealt with. I mean, like, literally, these motherfuckers came in, took everything that I owned, and then when I reported it to internal affairs, I found my living room set in the fucking garage of an internal affairs detective. Yeah, I literally take pictures of my furniture in the fucking garage of an internal affairs detective.
Damn. Man.
And then the chief sends me a fucking letter saying, "We're sorry for the inconvenience. Please accept this $5,000 check." And I was like, "Okay, you can stick this up your fucking ass."
You know what they call Portsmouth? You know what Portsmouth's nickname is?
No.
Nah.
Pistol City. Pistol City.
Pistol City.
There's shootings every single night. It is the armpit of Tidewater. So
Oh yeah, I
Tidewater-
believe it.
Yeah, Tidewater is 7 cities. You know, Hampton, Newport News, Chesapeake, Norfolk, Virginia Beach. You know, it's a Williamsburg. It's called the 7 cities, and
Yeah.
Portsmouth is the armpit. It's got a really nice couple neighborhoods. But
Yeah,
the neighborhoods that are bad are really bad. Like
yeah.
streetwalkers, people selling drugs like openly. It's like, yo, I felt like I was back in Brooklyn, you know, or Queens. I'm like, this is Virginia. What's going on here? You know?
Damn. Shit, that's crazy. Yeah, that's.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Vet. Portsmouth is a crazy place.
It's crazy, and there's only a few like really good spots.
So my boy owns a house there, right? My friend bought a house in Western Branch. So it's a nicer area. It's a nice little ranch. It's a little ranch house. He got a steal on it. He bought it for like $100,000. You know, it's probably worth $200 now. He bought it like 15 years ago. But he doesn't even live there. He ended up moving to Virginia Beach where I'm at. So he just like, I bought a house and like moved. Like I don't even want to live there.
Yeah.
I mean, every night cops are flying up and down the street. You hear like all night long. He's like, "Yo, I'm good. I'll just rent this out." You know, so he
Yeah.
rents it out for like $200-300 over what his mortgage is. And he's like, yeah, I'm out, you know, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy. how
Hey
these
guys, I
neighborhoods-
gotta get out of here. Mike, Vet, Robert, thanks for having me up, man. I'll talk to you
All right.
guys later,
All right.
man. Salute,
All
guys.
right,
Doc.
all right, Lord Doc. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for your
Oh,
time.
not a
and,
problem,
I
man.
appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Lord,
Thanks for having me up. Later, guys.
Hey, Doc,
Lord
smoke
Doc,
one
later.
for me,
Lord
bud.
Doc is the man. Lord Doc's a
Hey.
really good dude.
Thank you. Don't worry about it. Appreciate that.
Lord Doc's a really good dude. He's always consistent. He's always a good dude.
I haven't
Right.
figured out how to fucking see the goddamn live chat without kicking myself out of the panel.
Maybe you don't want to. They're probably talking about you and me on there. Just joking.
It should not. I'm
You're like,
ready
"Look at
there.
this
Yeah.
motherfucker sitting in a bed eating pizza.
Beer and pizza. Beer and pizza. Yeah.
Did you see? So, bro, did you see the movie that was based off of Kurt Warner?
No. Which one was that?
It was a movie that came out. I can't remember the name of it. You want to Google it real quick? But it was a movie where. Did you know Kurt Warner was working in a Home Depot?
Yeah,
And
I
then
remember that.
And he went and tried out for the Rams, and then they won the Super Bowl like the next year.
Yeah.
Could you imagine going from working in a Home Depot to being a Super Bowl champion? That's
Champion,
crazy.
yeah.
Crazy. It was like supposed to be like one of the best comeback stories of all time. And he was
Yeah,
older too. He wasn't like young.
No, he was. I think he was like in his late 30s or 40s or something.
Yeah. He wasn't a spring chicken, but he was working. Look it up. I think he was working in a Home Depot, and then he just went out and tried out for the team and made the team. And I think someone got hurt, and then he took over, and then they went all the way to the Super Bowl and they won. So Kurt Warner's a really good quarterback. Really good quarterback.
Yeah, in 1994, worked $5.50 per hour. He was making.
And then he went to become a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah.
Isn't that talk about like an encouraging story? You know, that's crazy. And now he makes millions of dollars a year as an analyst. So it shows you how you can turn your life around. That's all.
Exactly. Just give me 1 second. Hey, Angry Vet. Just like here, like Tabar said, I'm pretty sure you're on your phone, but it's on the other tab if you're on the phone, the second tab. But yeah, you should be able to see it though. Yeah. Yeah, he can't see the chat, Tabar. Okay, here he is again.
Oh, I just saw it. Don't worry about it. Bernard Hopkins. That's one of my favorite boxers. I love Bernard Hopkins.
All right, I'm gonna try this one more goddamn time.
Are you using the phone, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I see a mic and a cam and a chat and a more.
Yeah,
and a
you should
lead.
be the chat. Well, are you on the YouTube site or the StreamYard?
I'm on the StreamYard.com.
Yeah, you want to hit you want to hit chat. You want to hit chat, and then
Hit
you want to
chat.
go to the link and hit comments.
Good
Yeah,
chat.
comments. Yep.
Yep. Because if you
Comments.
hit chat, that's our back chat. Only we
Yeah.
can see that. Only us
Yeah.
three can. So
Oh,
if you want to do something to me and no one else can see it, you would go to chat. But
okay.
if you want the general comment, then you would go to comments.
All right, so I'm in the comments and I can see all the comments, but every time I hit the back button, it kicks me out. Like, now
Yeah,
how do
it
I
just-
get back? How do I get back to seeing myself?
Hit the square up top on
Yeah.
the right.
The X.
see
Okay, I got it.
See that? We gave you a lesson.
Yeah, I'm learning shit all the time.
Yeah,
People
like I said,
make-
we're always
people-
doing something
People
new.
make me a mod, and then I'm like, oh, why is my name blue? And then I learned how to like hit their their little icon or whatever, and go to their page, copy their link, and then
Right.
repost their link. But that's all I
Think
know how to fucking do.
Think about this. Alex. Think about how many people are watching and all the views and stuff, and think about how positive this is. I mean, isn't this nice? I mean,
It is.
it's nice, right?
Right, and angry vet. I think this is the first time I believe you're in one of my lives. You know, I you comment. I know a couple of times, but an actual live. But you know, if you notice, like other ones that have a lot more of the drama and stuff, you see like numbers increasing. But others, like if ours is just general conversations, you see like numbers decreasing and stuff. It is
Yeah.
because other people want to go where all the action is the drama, the back and forth.
Yeah.
And that's why. And yeah, in the end, like you said, and I've always been like that too. I'm gonna run it how I run it, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't want that, you know. I want have these conversations like we're having right now. And earlier, I just wanted all this stuff to get out because you know, like I wanted, like Lord Dog to and Vic to address these issues with Mike. And so did Silly Wabbit. You know, they were kind of confrontational. They wanted to have a kind of confrontational with Mike, you know. So, you know, and like Silly Wabbit, he said, you know, he's unsubscribed. But I get, like I said, it don't matter to me. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna bug me one bit, you know.
It shouldn't
I'm
cross
not-
your mind anymore, though, bro. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Let that fucking shit go.
Exactly.
A grown man
Exactly.
should never tell another grown man what to do. You know,
Exactly.
unless you're family. Like if me and you are brothers, and we're brothers, and I say, "Yo, bro, you know, step it up or cut that out." You know, if we're family, you know. But if a man should be telling another man what to do. I just think that shows how weak they are. They're trying to bully you, and bully you into their narrative.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's why I said, you know, it's not going to affect me, but I just wanted to read that out loud because since he brought it up here in my chat, so I wanted to read it out. And that's why I brought the point up. You know, I'm reiterating it again. I go, but that's just you know, on his part, that's just, you know, I don't get it. Why I understand it. You know, that, come on, man, just, you know, let's stop addressing these back and forth. Just be civil. Just address this right now. Just say, hey, bro, look, hey, Mike, you know, I don't agree with all I disagree with everything you say. I believe you're telling lies. And, you know, hey, you could be, hey, that's fine. You could believe whatever you want. Hey, but, you know, and that's it. And just leave, you know. I don't have to speak with you no more, whatever, you know. But that's how, you know, that's how a civil person does it. I know because that's how my dad brought me up growing up.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
how I was raised.
Yeah, and you know, and if I had issues with anyone in the streets growing up, you know, hey, he just said, just walk away, because if you keep addressing whatever, you're gonna get into an argument, a fight. Hey, if you hear people talking about you, whatever, just turn away and walk away. You know,
Well,
that's it.
Sometimes you gotta knock a motherfucker out. So
Well,
that's just the way it is. That's just the way it goes. So.
Yeah, no, you know, depending on what the situation, how it is as well, you know. But majority of the time, I'm glad I didn't have to go through that though, you know. They're in where I was at, but
you have to also have mercy on people, and you have to understand that some people may have something going on in their life where they're so angry, you know, and
right,
people,
no, true.
People will pick a target, you know, like you ever seen people that, you know, they might be going through something, so they have to pick this one person to hate on, you know, and like I said, if somebody comes on your panel, this is your panel, and immediately starts cursing at somebody, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
It is.
Well, that's why I spoke up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know nobody on here. Robert's the only person that I kind of actually have ever had words with, and common sense should tell you.
Not positive words, not negative.
yeah, positive. But common sense tells you, and just the way you were raised, common sense should tell you you're on somebody else's channel. Fucking respect that person, like period.
Exactly, and you know, and that's how I am, and that's why I wanted everyone to kind of address the since I saw it as when I saw you in the back, I go, all right, I'm gonna let Mike up because I know people have had issues with you and they want to ask you these questions, so I go, okay, I'll let them address it with you, but again, we're already adults, if people want to act certain ways, that's fine. Hey, let them be as they choose, and I'm not gonna go. I'm not going to address them on any other panel speaking ill about them. Whatever happened right here today, I'm not gonna go on someone else's panel saying, well, he did this, they were doing this. No, whatever stays here, that's it. Whoever else was on here in the chat or on the panel, if they want to discuss it over there, but you won't hear me going to another one saying that, well, Vic and then Silhouette were arguing, and now the Angry Vet was arguing, or Arthur was here arguing. That's not me. I'm not gonna do that. And everyone
No,
here,
I don't give a fuck about what people think about me. Y'all already know that. But I mean, just
I'm the same way.
my block list is so goddamn long right now. I don't know. I probably couldn't count that high how long my block list.
It goes all the way down the block.
Yeah.
Your block list is like a city block.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. No, but listen, the bottom line is this, and people can argue, but if someone is putting their hand out, to drop it and start over, if you're any kind of human being, you should start back over. And I'm talking about, I'm not talking about any particular. I'm just saying it makes you feel better as a human being. The past is the past. Whatever happened in the past, and I'm telling you this, I'll say this to you.
Mm-hmm.
I was extremely calm. I wasn't going crazy.
Right.
Some people have said the most disgusting things about me and my family, about passed away relatives. I mean, just horrible stuff. And I'm still willing, gentlemen, to say, let's drop it. Let's just forget it like it never happened. Like it never happened.
Hey, so Gypsy, didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to acknowledge Gypsy.
But I can't be that. I'm not that way. I can't. I'm very good at holding grudges. And once you attack me or my family, and I consider you don't have to be blood to be my family, but you attack them, you attack me, and I might not say something at first, but I might sit back and watch your ass for a little while, and then I'll get you. I will fucking get you somehow. I'll figure out a way to fucking find something bad about you or whatever, but I will fucking get your ass. That's the way I am. And I don't, I wish I wasn't like that all the time, but I don't know.
Brother, if I would have told you what they were saying, you'd be going crazy what they were saying about me. Like, I mean, I'm talking about like I'm not going to say it here. I mean, I would say it backstage. I mean, I've talked to Robert about it, but I mean, I would never say it on here. But like, it's just like, yo, man, it's just like, wow. I mean, you're really saying stuff like this. You're older than me. People are older than I am, and they're talking to me. I'm like, whoa, And I'm not a spring chicken, brother. I'm approaching 50. So I'm not a child.
Yeah.
But it's like the stuff that they say, it's like, what? But they're trying to get under your skin. So when you don't let them get under your skin, they get even more enraged.
And like I reiterate this every time. That's what they want.
My dad's calling in. I'll jump back on in a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Angry Vet. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it.
All right, brother.
All right.
Yeah, they want the reaction, Rob. They want the reaction.
They want that reaction. And like I said, and earlier, I already addressed the one issue that I spoke about earlier, and I'm not gonna react to that because everyone has it reacts differently. Certain things. Some people won't tolerate this about this. Some will. We're not. Some are forgiving, and some aren't forgiving. That's fine. That's fine. Everyone's different. Me, I am a forgiving person. I am.
Me too.
I'm not gonna get angry at someone who's in another country or other state is talking about my family, unless it's in a threatening way. Then that would be a matter for me to address. But if they're just saying your family's this, talking like stupid, petty nonsense, frivolous, stuff, then I could care less. It's not gonna. My family don't need to know about it, so it's not affecting my family. So, it's sad though. We always have to keep addressing this, but that's why I try to avoid it though, because that's the more they want. The more they want to keep hearing this. That's why. But like I said, it's not affecting. As long as it's nothing like a direct threat towards me or my immediate family, then I'm not gonna keep addressing it with the other people. I go, just let it be. Hey, they can say whatever they want, whoever it is, and hey, they don't have to worry about it. My family's all grown adults, and they even tell me they could care less. They don't give a damn. And be honest, they all tell me already because they seen a lot of the stuff too that I've told them. I've shown them a lot of the stuff, and they're like, "Shit, man, this is ludicrous, man." They go, yeah, and so and yeah, and so. And I agree. Like I said, everything, and Arthur's right. Like, yeah, God is good, as long as, hey, we're all here, and, but, and I am forgiving too, just like you are. You could have said the worst, and I know those worst things that those who had said stuff about you, your family, and those other things that had just occurred from the other day. Yeah, I don't tolerate that either. Anyone who does something of that nature, that's such, the disgusting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tolerate that. Yeah, I don't actually. I don't know why I say I wouldn't, but I don't. For someone to do that, though, like I said, in your conscience, I don't see why you would do that, though. What benefit do you get out of it other than just for someone else to feel good that you see I did it, and now you're getting everyone on you like, yeah, you did it, you got this, and the views you got, now everyone's on you like you laughing because you did this and that. That's just unfortunate though that someone will go to that extreme level of that disgusting thing to do something like that.
I think Robert, I think one of the big reasons why I don't get one of the big reasons that me and you will forgive people is because we can read people and we know that their comments are coming from a place of personal pain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're hurting about something personally, so they're trying to attack somebody to take their focus off their own personal pain. Like, they don't know me. So it's different if, like, I've known you for 20 years, we were friends, we fell out, now we're enemies, you stole my girl, or whatever, you cut my car tire, but these people don't even know you, and they're talking to you like they know you. And so that's why I forgive people, because if they met me, if we went out and just hung out or had some dinner, we'd get along.
Yeah.
We would get along. We just hang out and talk about whatever you want. But people will mask their own pain by attacking you. That's just what I think. That's just me.
Yeah, no, I can see that. And again, like I said, I'm not part of any other agenda from anyone doing, trying to get an agenda towards anyone. That's not me, who I am. So obviously I'm different from many others who want an agenda or have an agenda, who been creating this narrative and narrative, keep on going and going, and who just can't drop it. Just leave it be. That I mean, I know I sound like a broken record, and I always say it. That's why I always just stick with positive stuff. I try, and if it's boring to people, then hey, they have everywhere else to go. There's many other panels, or they can go everywhere else. So, and me, I just like to talk about everyday, like I said earlier, everyday issues in life with family, stuff like that, of that nature. Relevant issues that matter to everyone's lives every day. Not some just nonsense BS, whatever. So, and that. That's it's not gonna offend me if you leave the panel or whatever. So, it's I just that's just me, and my opinion as well. Others have their own opinions about it. But yeah,
I think you're doing a good job. I think you're setting a really positive narrative. It's like you got those negative channels and you have channels that are positive. And if I ever started my own channel, I would always make it about positivity. I want to talk about positive things. I don't want to hurt people, and I've been guilty of attacking people that were attacking me. So what I've done now is I'm not going to attack back. I'm just going to let them show the world how foolish they're being, and you let it go. Because
And I seen that earlier how you were, when they were addressing you, you just you sat there, you're taking it,
yeah,
and okay, and that's as civil as you can be. All right, just let it go in one ear because it's already been addressed with you like so many times already.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a broken record again. It's just all right, over the same thing. It's not.
I do this all the time. I go like this. I go over and over. It's like they say this, and there's no, and we're not giving them the reaction they want. But I just felt it was disrespectful to you and your panel for someone to come up and start cursing. I thought that was disrespectful. That's all.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, and just like Lord Dog too, the same way and Angry Vet, you guys all brought that up and mentioned it, and that's why if someone does that to someone, I don't do that, and anyone else, I don't come up and start arguing with someone. If I have an issue with other people, I just don't say nothing. I don't even comment on whatever they did. I just say, hey man, that's just unfortunate. That person did this or that. I'm not gonna get into it with anyone. I go, so but yeah.
You can ask someone a question. You can ask them a question. You can interrogate somebody without cursing and saying all kinds of disgusting stuff. That's all. That's all I was trying to say.
Right.
I cuss a lot. That's the way I talk.
There's nothing wrong with that. I don't have nothing against anyone who does. But there's some others though who just who you try to have someone to have a cordial conversation, but at least you just change the narrative. But try to avoid using profanity just for once.
Yeah.
But you come to find out that some can't. It's like every other word is like F this or shit or F this, and I mean, everyone's different, obviously, but I'm not. Yeah, so, but we try to hold a decent conversation.
I think fuck is probably one of my favorite words, honestly.
But you'll say it though when it's needed. If you could say, you'll say F that, right? But what I'm trying to say, Angry Vet, is you don't come on panel, and the first 3 sentences that you're saying is nonstop curse words.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like in other words, you'll say a word when it fits what we're talking about. Like if I say, man, gas prices are high, and you say, yeah, man, fuck that. You're not disrespecting. You're just saying, man, that's horrible.
Yeah.
That's how your language is. But you don't just walk up on a panel and go, F you, F this, F you, mother effer this, sea sucker this, you F this, you're gay. Like you don't do stuff like that. And then when they do that, it just shows that they're actually just here to harm your panel. That's all they're here to do. That's all they're here to do. And trust me when I tell you this. You don't want them here because all they'll do is they'll bring all of their cursing morons here. That's all they'll do. It'll be no narrative. It'll be a bunch of cursing weirdos, a bunch of bots in your channel. It'll be a nightmare. And that's why I left those other channels, because I don't want to be a part of that anymore. So I'll stop talking.
And that's good on you, and and that's good on you. You made your decision already on what you are going to do, who you left, and where you're going to go to. So you already made that decision. So but that's what I wanted to address with you earlier. Because how you told us earlier. So
it's funny. They make up.
We don't want to see that.
All they do is make up lies. They say they say that I'm tiny. Look how small I am. I'm a midget. It's like, oh my goodness. It's like, stop. I don't work. Okay. But it's like what they do is they're trying to get a reaction from you. So you don't give them the reaction. That's all. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in giving the energy that I receive.
Yeah,
So-
they make fun of me. I said one time, I was like, when I was shooting one time, I have big hands. I have really big hands, so I couldn't shoot my son's Glock 19. That's why I shoot my 17. So that I said it one time. And they're like, oh, he's always boasting about his hands. I just said one comment. but they take anything you say and they run with it. They run. And once those people, I just don't want to be associated with anymore. That's it.
Hey,
That's all it is.
I just want to give a shout out to Ruru. Thank you for coming in, saying what's up.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Ruru is fun. She's fun
Yeah.
to have on. She should come on your panel one time. She's fun.
Yeah. If you want to, Ruru, I think I dropped the link. If you want, you're welcome to join us up here in the panel if you want. You know. You know.
Well, I think I'm gonna bounce. I just ate some more pizza,
Oh, okay.
and I gotta spend some time with the old lady. She's in the other room by herself eating pizza, so I should probably go see what that's all about.
Just make sure
All
you
right,
get that pizza, just make sure you get that pizza crust out of your beard, brother.
Yeah, Christ, I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll find like a piece of donut or some shit in there.
A whole freaking ham sandwich will fall out.
Yeah, it's bad. Like I can't even.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I have a
can't
snack?
even. She can't. I can't even go out to dinner with her without her like doing this. Get that off your beard.
My son Nicholas, he has because I always have facial hair, but my son Nicholas has got a big beard, and he combs it. It's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
yeah.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Angry Vet. Appreciate you stopping by up here. You know,
We
and
should meet up in P-Town sometime.
Yeah, I do actually want to go back down there and audit the fuck out of that place. For sure.
Thanks a lot, Angry Vet, for stopping by. You know, go on live again next. You know, hopefully you can stop by just for a little bit. You know.
Yeah,
so,
I'm always. That's another thing that YouTube is weird about it. I haven't really quite figured out yet. I hit the fucking bell on a lot of shit, and I hardly ever get the fucking notifications.
Yeah, it's the same thing sometimes with me. I guess it's because like if you don't go to that channel a lot, sometimes like they control it or they do something. Like you have to unsubscribe or resubscribe, and sometimes that's what you have to do.
Yeah, and another thing I noticed was like I'm just now learning how to look at like all the analytics and stuff like that of your page. And I went there the other night. I dropped a video about Gettysburg last week or something like that. And on the actual video, it said that like in like the first 2 hours I had like 10,000 or 13,000 views. But then when I went to analytics, the analytics said that I had like 19,000 views. And I'm like, what the fuck is this all about? But I'm still learning.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I am too. So you know, I just got the little basics for now, but it's good enough for right now just to keep me going.
Yeah.
It's the algorithm, and an algorithm, it acts weird sometimes. It really does act weird.
Yeah.
I think they censor us too. I think the 1A community is being censored as far as like monetization goes and stuff like that. I don't think the government likes what we're doing at all. Like I wholeheartedly believe that. And I do believe that we're getting set, because I know a couple channels that you know started off real hot and then all of a sudden they just completely dropped off, and they didn't change anything that they were doing. They were still putting videos out every week, and they were still, you know, grinding, and they just, you know, it just completely like flatlined for them. It just doesn't seem right. Especially when you got all these dumbasses fucking, you know, all these 70-year-old women, you know, doing yoga poses like this and shit like that, you know. And they get 500,000 views in like an hour. Like I'm like, what the fuck?
You might get some views because of that now.
I told Angie the other day, I said, honey, you need to start modeling bras. I think we can make a lot of money.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. You should be a, you should be a you should be a beard model. Look it
Ah,
up.
that's a good idea.
Telling you,
Beard,
man.
beard yoga.
Hey, why not?
Beard yoga.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right, well, I'm gonna
But,
bounce, guys. I appreciate you having me on, and I enjoyed this talk, Mike. Hey, small world for reals.
Well, we're cool, man. And if you ever live, I'll always come over there and talk to you.
I am gonna make a trip down to Virginia. I'll give you a shout. Shoot me an email or something like that, so I can figure out how to save you and all that other horse shit. Because I don't know how to. I don't know how to do all that shit.
We'll walk the mean streets of P-Town, brother.
Yeah, man. We'll go to the P-Town pub.
That's it.
They fucking hated me there because I was always sharking. I played pool. I shot pool every fucking day when I was in the military, and I was pretty damn good. And when I fucking came to that town, man, them rednecks fucking hated me.
Do you remember grips and longboards in High Street? Those are the two main bars.
Longboards sounds familiar. Longboards sounds really familiar.
Right by the city hall. Yeah, those are the big hangouts. But yeah, man.
I remember a fucking like a pizza joint type eatery with pool tables in it called John Brown's. I remember that.
John Brown's is on the same street that longboards and grips are on. It's the same street.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yep. Brown. Yep. Roger Brown's. Roger Brown's.
Roger Brown's. That's it. Yeah, that's it. He was like a football player or something.
Yep. Major. Yep.
Yeah.
He was a famous football player. Yep. Roger Brown's.
Yep.
That's High Street. Right past that is longboards. Across the street is grips.
I think I still have. Wait a minute. I think I might still have a T-shirt from that fucking place. That was 23 years ago. That was almost 25 years ago. Hold on. Let me see if I got that motherfucker.
You fit it over the beard? That's the question.
Yeah. It's black. I know that. It's a black T-shirt.
Yeah. Roger Brown's is Roger Brown's is really good food.
Yeah, they did back then anyway. I know that.
Yeah,
I don't know about now. Well, I've never been there, so I don't know that area.
I was there a couple months ago. It's right off of High Street. So High Street goes all the way down, and where those are is called Old Town Portsmouth.
Yeah,
and
Old Town.
If you go down some of the side streets, Devil, they still have cobblestone roads.
Yeah, man.
Oh, damn.
I might have thrown it away.
It's all good. If you find it, show us later.
Yeah. That's crazy. God damn, I'm reminiscing my fucking Portsmouth days. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. P-Town, baby. P-Town.
All right. Well, let me get out of here. Thanks, guys.
All right,
I appreciate it. Love you all.
Yeah, we'll keep in touch. Take care, brother. All right.
All right. See ya.
All right. Hey, Ruru again. Thank you for stopping in here, and everyone else in the chat. I appreciate you guys taking your time to stopping by, showing your support in here. Everyone knows pretty much how I am and my background and my character. So, but regardless, that won't change anything with me. Any friendships in the YouTube community, but I just like everyone who's in here supporting me. Mike, one question that Ruru was asking right here. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, you don't have to, but she was just asking Mike why he's such a jerk, and then I think also she says, see, Mike, why can't you be like this all the time? I guess the way you are today, like calm and not. Yeah. I don't know, in some other manner that you were before or something. So if you'd like to address that, I don't know. You don't have to, but I would just.
So when me and you talked personally, and we're not going to talk about what we talked about, but me and you talked personally, and you could tell this is actually my demeanor. This is actually the real me. And unfortunately, on YouTube, you have to be a little controversial. You have to be a little spicy, as they say, but. It's just, but I'm not a jerk. I mean, I raised children. I did a lot in my career, and I changed my narrative. I don't want to be a
Right.
part of all the negativity. So a little bit of spiciness, I call it spiciness. A little bit of spiciness is good. In other words, if you want to butt heads about maybe if you don't
Yeah.
agree with what I'm agreeing with, like,
Yeah.
you know, when Angry Vet said, you know, I don't believe in this, but I believe in this, but we didn't argue about it. Like we didn't
Right.
disrespect each other. We just talked
Exactly.
about it. And that's
Exactly.
the way it should be. But
Exactly.
what people don't realize is that, and I'm not patting myself on the back, but I am intelligent. I know what I'm doing. And when
Yeah.
sometimes you'll say and do things to get a reaction from somebody, you know, you're pulling out the real them, you know, and
Yeah.
that's common psychology. But I'm done with that. I want to basically come on panels. I want to talk about whatever you feel like talking about and just have a good time. That's all
Yeah,
I'm looking for.
I agree with that too. Like I said, all the stuff are in the past, whatever people discuss about you, that's them. You know, if they want to address that, you know, then that's them and you. And hey, I respect the people's decisions, what they have of you, their views or opinions. That's
Sure.
that's their, and I'm not gonna involve myself with that. So whatever they have of you, that's them. And to me, it's just my engagement with you, conversations, and like I said, other people might disagree with how I engage, interact with you, but I'm not trying to look at nothing else. I'm just looking present when I'm on my panel, my live. Okay, what we're doing, what we're discussing here now. I'm not here to address something that was 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and it's still being talked about today, and so forth. It's going to be going on until 2024, 25, and so forth.
Right. 2032. Still talking about the same thing.
And those are facts. I'm a person too of logic. And these are all facts. Who knows? These discussions could be going on again, but and someone who I'm not, if they don't have to forgive you, but someone at least who doesn't want to address. Some people do address it with you, but if someone can't address it with you, like in a at least civil way or anything, and if they just see it like that in a different manner, then hey, well, that's how it is, and it's just that reaction, like that spiciness that you say. They will, once if it was the heating debating back and forth, I'm pretty sure more people would be popping in here right now if it was all of a sudden something, but it's not. And again, like I said, I'm not doing this to get views or anything. I'm just here to come in here, have decent discussions about every day, and and people. Hopefully, I would like people, anyone who's out there, just to come and join and discuss about what's going on in, like I said, everyday life, everyday, daily activities, life, family, political environment, whatever religion. I have no issues with that, and
Sure.
I'm open to anything. And just like you are, we're here to have a just, fun conversations, sports, movies, anything like that. So that's what I'm all about too. And I like that, and I picked up things from other.
Well, like you, I have a career, so we're not here because we don't have a job. A lot of these people don't have a job, so they have to create as much chaos as possible to try to make a couple $1,000s a month. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to say I'm Johnny Bad, but I make a couple a week. I'm okay. I'm doing fine. I come on here to talk to friends. That's what I'm here for. I don't need to come on here. People say, why don't you have a channel? Why don't you have a channel? Because I would never want all that drama that would come with it. It would just be a drama channel.
I can see that point too. Yeah.
I don't want that. I don't want to deal with it, But I did get sucked into it. I was a victim of taking sides and being negative. And I'm the first one to tell you as a man, I messed up. I made mistakes. I was negative. I got sucked into we call it the vortex of negativity. Yeah. And I'm out of that. I'm not doing that anymore. And that's it. And if people want to continue to curse at me, that's on them. But I'm not, as a Christian, I'm not going to hate them. I wish them the best.
Right, exactly. And, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I want to welcome Janine. I want to read this by Jonathan. I think that's, it's a good point. The real change starts in the mirror. I'll support anyone who wants to better themselves, and those are facts. And yeah, like you mentioned, if people have a different opinion about you and whatever, they keep cursing you out, saying this or whatever. Hey, that's fine. Hit me with all you got, but hey, that's just your opinions of me. I'm not. I like you said, I'm a forgiving person. It's the only person that can judge is the man upstairs, God Himself. So I could just not judge you, but I could just analyze you and just by doing this is the type. I know this is the type of person you are. So
Yeah.
and yeah, no, I agree though. That's people want to just keep continuing this, and there's no other. They don't have any other thing to go off of. They can't change the topic or anything. They just want to keep on.
If me and someone had a problem in the past, but I'm actually not talking about them anymore, and I apologized about it, and I want to, change my narrative. So then why are you still coming after me? Because I'm not the problem. They are.
Right.
They're angry. They're angry. They're not forgiving. Something's going on in their life where they have to spew hatred. Forgiveness is divine. You have to forgive. You have to just say, you know what? We didn't get along. You said you were sorry. I said, and they said things that were 10 times worse than I said. 10 times worse.
Yeah.
And I still forgive them, brother. I still forgive them. But they can't forgive anything. So listen, that's their burden to carry. And what I told them is that hate's going to eat you up. It's going to eat you up. And then they get even, what are you talking about? You mother ass. I'm like, whoa, like, calm down. Like, it's like, relax. And then when I say relax, they get even more mad. You're not going to bait me into a fight. It's not going to happen. Number one, I'm at peace, and I know how to forgive. So, like I said, man, I feel sorry for them. I really do. I feel sorry for them, and I hope they find the peace that they're looking for. That's all.
Right.
That's all I'm trying to do.
I hope too that all these other individuals, find a conclusion that they're looking for in the end. In regards to whether it's with you or whoever else, I hope they find the results that they want. Ultimately, whatever it is, whatever outcome they want to see from whatever situations are going on, I hope that the outcome is what they were looking for. And I don't know. I don't know what it is.
And it's not just me. It's not just me. They attack everyone. They curse. They attack. They curse at everyone. They say, and a no to me, which I don't like, is like homosexual slurs and stuff like that. I'm not a homosexual. I'm not. But that's their whole you're gay. Yeah. You're that. And it's just like all they're trying to do is bait me, and it's not working. It's not working. So if it's not working, you might want to stop. And all it does is make them look like homophobic, uneducated morons. And so they're showing the world how uneducated they are and how angry they are. So I hope and pray that they get help. And brother, Robert, I'm telling you, I swear to you, I'll swear to God, I mean that. I hope these people heal themselves and they get better, because I don't have hate in my heart. I don't hate these people. I just want them to feel better, get better, spend times with their family, just have a good time. Just relax, just go outside, go on a walk, bro.
Yeah.
I got off work today. I took a shower. I took a walk, just a walk, because I have a lake. I live behind a lake, so I walked around the lake. It was nice. Cool. Looking at the ducks, looking at the herons, looking at the hawks flying over. I mean, just getting outside, bro. You're in Africa, so you have to run from lions.
I did that. I did that yesterday. I walked for 4 miles. You know,
Yeah.
I walk a lot too. You know, in the little town where I'm at. You know, so it's good for me. You know, I walk. You know, and you know, so I do my little walking and stuff. So, but yeah, you know, it's good. It's
you
healing. It's
disconnect.
peaceful. Yeah.
You disconnect, you get back to
Yep.
nature, and you're just relaxing. You're just relaxing. And back when I
Exactly.
grew up in New York, we would drive we would ride our bicycles, and we would ride, bro. We would ride for hours, just all around the town, just riding our bicycles and
Yeah.
just having fun, jumping curbs, and just having a good time, you know, just not thinking about the crappiness of life.
Right.
You know, and
I agree.
YouTube is becoming a sewer. It's becoming a sewer full of feces. You know, and
Yeah.
and that's why I made the decision to get away from those places.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's the best decision you can make, you know, for yourself. You got to look at yourself, analyze yourself, and, you know, kind of reassess. You know, is this right for me? Is this the right thing I'm doing? Or, you know, am I in the right spot with these people, this group of people?
Yeah.
You know, you got to reassess what you're doing, you know. All right, it's time for me to move on. You know, I got to, you know, go to another local or location with people, you know, that kind of more in a positive environment, you know. And yeah, you know, it takes someone with, you know, the stamina, the courage to do something like that, to step away from all that. Because some people just can't, you know, like I said, it just can't. It's just the you know, yeah, the anger will eat you up. It is, anger eats you up alive. And that's what a lot of these people who are always angry, you know, in this community, the YouTube community, you know, they just can't come to themselves to realize that's what's happening. The anger is eating them up inside, and you know they can't realize and can't fix themselves because it's just that's why they can't probably be forgiving, because it's eating them up so much inside that they can't, you know, forgive. You know, they can't come to their senses and realize that it's because the anger is eating them up so much inside that it's, you know, it's spread already. So, and
the best thing, and this is a little bit of a psychology, but the best thing is that, you know, forgiveness is divine. You know, to forgive
Right.
is divine.
Right.
You know, and they're so mad. They don't know how to get out of their own way. In other words,
Yeah.
they're afraid of forgiving someone because they think they're going to look weak. But to forgive someone,
that's actually a good point. Yeah.
But to forgive someone makes you the strongest person in the room.
Right.
You know?
That's right.
Because now you're the champion of the situation. You're forgiving someone. Now you're the mentor. You're the person that's better than the person spewing hate. But they're so afraid of looking weak. But they look weak. They look weak when they're cursing at you and banging on you. And it's simple psychology, man. I mean, like I said, I'm not a psychologist. I only have a minor in it. But I understand the human psyche. I understand how the brain works. I do. And it to me, brother, it's sad. It's sad that they can't forgive another person and they can't forgive themselves for acting the way they did. You got to forgive yourself.
Yeah,
hey,
I agree. I agree with you.
Yeah, it's like any soldier, you know. If a soldier goes in battle and a soldier has to do things, take a life or do any kind of things like that, they have to know how to forgive. They have to know how to forgive themselves. Like, in other words, they had to do what they had to do in that moment. But if they don't forgive themselves, they're going to hold that burden for the rest of their life, and it makes them crazy. You know, so you have to forgive. You know, war is hell.
It's going to be on your in your conscience. It stays in your conscience, and that's what it is. That's what keeps bugging you at night. You're like, it's in your conscience. I did this, man. It was wrong of me to do this. It just keeps bugging you. Where I just gotta, you know what? I gotta go say sorry. I gotta go speak up, man, because it's bugging you. That's why you can't go to sleep at night. That's why it bugs a lot of these people. You know, it stays in their conscience. where they're like, you know what, I can't take it no more. I have to go say something.
You gotta let it go.
Yep. Yep. I agree. I agree. But yeah, no, it's all good.
We could talk
Yeah.
about this stuff all night long, and it's like, you remind me a lot about myself. You're an intelligent guy. You've been through a lot, and I like talking to you. So
Yeah.
I'll always come up and talk to you. But and I'm always very respectful. You're not gonna hear me cursing at people. I'll never come on your panel disrespecting people or cursing at them. I'll bang back if someone's banging on me, but I won't
Right.
say certain words. I'm not gonna
Right.
call.
Yeah.
slurs or anything.
I'll have no issue with that. Like,
Yeah.
if you're on here, if you're here, and then there's other individuals and they start firing at you words and you fire
Yeah.
back, I'm not gonna have an issue with that. I just don't want it to keep on going like this back and
Yeah.
forth. Of course, it's natural. It's in our human thing. If I say, F you, fuck you, Mike, whatever, you fucking asshole, you're a bullshit liar. You say you weren't gonna go over there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna expect a response, a rebuttal to that. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, well, hey, motherfucker, you said this and you're doing this. So okay, no, but just not the back and forth. It's not gonna get anywhere. You're not gonna resolve nothing just by going back and forth. So
And Robert, I can tell you this, man to man. I can tell you this because I have a very good memory. I didn't go back there. I have not gone back there. So they are lying, and they could never produce any kind of proof. So what they'll try to do is they'll try to doctrine maybe something from 2 weeks ago and say, see, he was there, but I have not been there. The only thing that happened was I went to Zell's a few times, and you were there with me.
Yeah,
and
I was there. Yeah,
you weren't there one time. And then, Joey came up, but I'm not on his panel. I didn't tell him to come up, and he was addressing me, and
Right.
I was ignoring him, basically saying, hey, I'm not here to talk to you. I'm not here to, he goes, I can't trust you anymore. And I'm like, okay, that's cool.
That's fine. Yeah, you
That's
don't have
cool.
to
That's
trust
cool.
me. Yeah,
I mean, I'm not addressing you. I'm not addressing you. I'm not here to talk to you.
Right.
I don't know, between me and you, brother, I don't know what to think. I mean, I'm starting to think this. I'm honestly starting to think this is all made up. That's what I'm in my heart, because nobody would live together, have kids together, and openly say those things about each other and still stay in the same house. I don't know it to be true, brother. I don't know it to be true, but I'm just saying I've never seen anything like that. Because
I don't either. Yeah.
if I had a well, they're not married, they're girlfriend boyfriend, but they have, I guess, a child or two together. But if I caught my significant other cheating on me, I do not know it to be true.
Yeah.
If I caught them, I would immediately remove myself from the home. I would leave. I'd go stay with a friend maybe for a week or two, try to figure out what happened. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. And then
I honestly don't either. I mean, look, I'm good friends with Nunzio in the YouTube field. I don't know him in real life, but I support him. I support him. 100%. The last time when he was doing a live, when he was walking on the strip, I told him, hey brother, I go, hey, I'm here. We're here for you. Because I know he was going through difficult times, but I wasn't there to probe, what's going on, this and that. I go, I just want you to know we're all here for you. I don't like to see you like this. I go, I know it's not easy. It's easy for me to say, don't do this, don't that, because I'm not in your position. I don't have, girlfriend, fiance. I'm not married. I don't have kids. It's easy for someone who doesn't have any of that to say that. But I go, we're encouraging you. At least we have people here that do care for you. We're here standing with you to back you up. Now the whole thing, all this other stuff that's going on, that's rough territory for me. I don't like to get involved in whatever the other situations are going on. I just wish, yes, if there's other, as they say, this messaging via text messages or going back and forth with the other individuals and with families, if that was to be true going on, like I said, they say it's true. I don't know. I can't, I'm not going to say because I don't know it myself. Yes, I know it's out there. There are text messages or the screenshots, but I don't want to say that right now because I'm just saying if those were issues, yes, I would get off it. If I was, a husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend, one of us, I would get out because yes, it's a big effect on the family. It's what is it called? A negative impact, on everyone, not just you, but both of you, and ultimately it's going to affect the kids.
Yeah.
And that's what that's what I told like Zal the other day. When you were there, I said ultimately my goal is like I want to play kind of like the middle guy. I don't want anything wrong for your family, the kids, you, Nunzio, like that. I'm here just to play a positive role, impact. I don't care what anyone else thinks about me going over there, whatever. I'm here for you guys. And I just hope, maybe if I don't know, she's probably not here, but I wish she could come up here and we could continue to talk, about this because I just want her to just take this, just say, what, just like we discussed, just take it in and just today, just say, that's it. You know what? I could care less no more about what's going on. They could talk about me or show a picture of me, but that was, shown, by that other individual. Yes, that was disgusting. Yeah, I agree that shouldn't have occurred. But yes, and all that is records. It's out there. But I just wish she could just just say, what, I'm gonna stand my ground now and just say, what, forget all that, man. I'm done with that. And just I know it, and I told her, like I said, it's hard. It's easy for me to say it because I'm not in that position. But I just wish she could be more stronger, and instead of going back and forth and with the emails and arguing with someone else and messaging, that I wish she could just kind of avoid all that and just focus now just on her kids and with Nunzio like that, just so that nothing else is going on, because I don't want them to go separate ways. I want them to still stick together ultimately because of the kids.
Well, a couple things.
Remember, I think what did Jonathan say right here? He says, Mike, I don't know anything about your past, but from what I've seen here today, you have my support, respect, and I have high hopes for your future. Thank you, Jonathan, for posting that comment. From acknowledging that from our conversations since the beginning. You acknowledge that, you see that just from his conversations with me and Angry Vet and Lord Doc earlier. You made that rational decision, or you see that you have a rational decision and common sense. So the intelligence level to acknowledge that. Despite whatever anything in the past, if you probably heard anything negative, but just this is going off of today, just today. We're not talking about the past, but Mike's here too. So if there's anything you'd like to ask him, feel free to come up or post.
Jonathan, come up. Jonathan, come up, man. We'd love to have you up here.
Yeah, we're welcome.
I think a few things are going on, brother. I think a few things are going on. I think Nunzio and Zell, they're a younger couple. They're younger.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of stresses in life. And I think somebody wiggled in between them to try to cause discourse between them. And if they both would, what I said is, why don't you both log off, take a week off, go on a trip, go on a trip or something. And then remember what she said, we're going to take a family trip. So it's almost like she took our advice, and just get at it, get off of here. But there is definitely somebody, we know who we're talking about. There's somebody trying to break them apart.
Right.
And don't fall for it. Just get away from that negativity. I will always go on her stream. So will you. And support her. And I like Nunzio. I had one argument with Nunzio, one, because I got caught up in that negativity from that other
Right.
channel. I got caught up in it. I was told a bunch of lies about him. So
Yeah.
that other channel has had it out for Nunzio since day one. Since
Yeah.
day one, he's had it out for him. You know, and I don't have a problem with him. I like Zell. I think she's a sweetheart. And but you know, it just sometimes you have to log off and take a
Yeah.
break. You know what I mean, brother? Just log off and take a break. You can just-
That's what I did when I went on my safari. I mean, from those posts I saw, those pictures, those 3 days, you know, I was off of it, and I mean, it felt great just to avoid hearing everything. But that's why I told Zell too. I encourage her. I go, just get away from this. You know, just take a couple of days off, go on the family trip. You know, with you, Nunzio, go to Big Bear. You know, from Vegas, Big Bear is not even that far. It's just like a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours. You know,
just go hang out, have a good time with the kids. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's
Because,
just
this person on YouTube that's trying to cause problems with them is only trying to create content. That's all they're trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
ultimately, that's their goal. That's what they want, and that's what they're doing. You know, that's what they actually have. That's what they have been accomplishing, though. They've been accomplishing that, but because that's what's been happening all these weeks, these past month, and so forth. You know, and so he this individual has been accomplishing somewhat of his goal, what his intent is. So that individual knows what he's doing. Whoever
it's a disruption. It's disrupting someone's relationship for content, and they tried doing it to me. You know, they tried and tried and tried, and the biggest reason why I left is the new mod that when I went on that channel, I was able to reverse some of those accounts, and they're inviting me up, but they're making sock accounts making fun of me to try to get me mad. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is, I'm not going to be here just for your content. If we're not friends, not you, I'm saying these other people. If we're not friends, I'm not coming there. I'm not coming there.
Right.
That's it. I'm not going to just be giving you content. I'm not going to do it. And it's funny because if you ever notice, when I used to go up there, they would have 90, 100, 150 people up there.
Well,
and like 14 and 15. And it's just dying. It's dying. That the channel is dying. And it's okay. It's okay. And then you know, as they say in the Islam religion, you reap what you sow. And you know,
that just shows you though. That just shows you the truth though. That you see, this is the truth. Is because I was here because I'm bringing the drama, the content. But when I leave, you see, you don't have anything to bring, to produce, to that it's only because I'm here and I'm stirring everything up. And
I'm not saying I'm super important. I'm just saying I'm able to switch narratives and carry a conversation. If you go to their streams now, it's the most boring shit you've ever heard. It's like, what is this? It's just like, and then all the core team, the original team is gone. It's gone.
Wow.
So he's got like 3 people that come on and talk, and it's just boring. It's like watching paint dry. But
don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm pretty sure to some others, mine probably might seem kind of boring because I'm not facilitating or interjecting with all this other drama stuff. So probably to some, that's why many people are not here, because I'm not having all that drama or different content. But that's probably. I'm guessing, that's just me saying, I'm guessing, like you said. So, but just us having conversations, me and other people on the panel.
Well, we're not stopping talking, but there's moments where some of these streams, no one will talk for 20 minutes and it's
Yeah.
still going. I'm
Yeah.
like, who's going
Yeah.
to sit there for 20 minutes with no one talking? It doesn't make any
Right.
sense. So it's
Right.
all good.
Exactly.
Look, listen. I
Yeah.
wish him the best, man. Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm not here to hate on people. I'm just not going to participate
Right.
in that kind of nonsense. Even when like Angry Vet came up, like we were talking, I know exactly what he was saying. Like with you, I always give you respect. We always talk about good topics, but I can't continue to be hateful all the time. It's not good for your soul. It's not good for your soul, bro.
It's not, and actually, and generally, and physically, and health wise, it's not. That the anger, all the anger that stays in you, all this hatred, anger, and literally, physically, and healthily, not healthy either. So for your soul, everything, that's it's not good for that either. But literally, physically, mentally, and health wise, it's not. People don't realize that all that anger build up that towards someone or a group of people or whoever, that does, if health wise, it does.
This is what's crazy. This is what's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Someone will have a panel, right? And we know who we're talking about. And they are literally disgustingly disrespecting somebody for months and months on end. And that person comes on that panel and they're hanging out all night.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, are we in real life here? Are we in a different dimension? Like it's if someone was like saying these horrific things about me, I'm not going to come on your panel. So it was, and then what they're doing now is they're doing live streams to get the watch hours, and then they're deleting them.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing now. It's like a trick now. So, but no, all jokes aside, look, let's get back to positivity. I can't make sense. I can't make sense. Exactly. Brother, I got to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
All right. But everyone who's in here, 3 people, appreciate you guys for being in here, stopping in, poking your head in here, hearing me and Mike and earlier Angry Vet and Lord Doc. Appreciate you all. Those of you who know me and everyone else, Mike, Lord Doc, Angry Vet, we're just here having civil conversations about different topics. So I appreciate everyone willing to listen. And if this is not what suits you here in this panel, then feel free to move around anywhere else. You have the freedom, the liberties to do that. But appreciate you all stopping in, though, everyone. Hey, Tabar, welcome back. But yeah, everyone, like I'm saying, appreciate everyone stopping by. If the content that like me and Mike currently are talking about, if this does not suit you, the topics or anything, feel free to move around. There's other different panels or everywhere that have different topics to discuss about. And feel free. You have all the liberties to move around and check out everyone else's panels. And that's a good thing. You could check out everyone else, see what they're talking about, and hear everyone else's panels out. That's a good thing, I think. So, if you're not wanting to stay here, the whole time, I appreciate you stopping by. And yeah, you guys have the liberty to move everywhere you want to. Appreciate it, though. Thank you, Tabar. Salute to you also. I never have issues with you either, Tabar, but I appreciate you stopping in, and taking the time for, a little bit, popping in and out, so thank you very much. And everyone who's in here, I think 3 people, I think from what I see right here. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's been good. All right, Jonathan, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate, all your positive comments as well. And appreciate you, and hopefully we'll see you again when I go live again soon. Thank you for stopping by.
I got to jump off. I'm gonna eat a little something, but
yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, I'm about to end this one too, and
definitely come up again and talk to you again. This was a great great stream, positive stream. So
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
nice.
I might do one tomorrow, maybe. But actually, just when I'm outside walking around the town, just to show people the town
Oh,
a
yeah.
little bit.
I'd love
Yeah.
to see that.
Yeah. So yeah, it might. I don't know. It might be probably in the afternoon, like my time, probably like 3 in the afternoon my time, but could be probably 9 in the morning in the East Coast time. Yeah. So, but I don't know if anyone will be around, but I could probably just record it and just post it for after. So.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I actually have to work at 12, so I might, because I only work 8-hour shifts. I might be up, but I'll definitely see if you're up.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm not for sure that I will do it, but I might, just to show
Right on.
people around the yeah. So, but all right, well, I'll let you go, Mike. Go enjoy your dinner, and thanks again for stopping by and having a good conversation with Angry Vet and Lord Doc as well. Kudos to all of them, and thank you everyone in the chat for stopping by as well. And I hope to continue these conversations as well in the near future. So,
I'm gonna buy you a Kurt Warner jersey and send it to you.
hey, I love that. Kurt Warner.
We're pride, brother. Now I'll definitely salute to you, and I'll definitely talk to you later.
Okay. All right, Mike. Take care. All right. God bless.
All right, brother.
Okay. All right. Bye. Bye.